We are live. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
This
yo.
this is the Fabulous Ray Brothers podcast. I am your co-host Steve,
I'm Rob.
and this is the 2002 WWE Money in the Bank results show, reaction show, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a little bit different than our show on Friday night. We're not going to discuss much. We're going to talk through the match and might have some questions for each other. Rob, I have a question for you.
What's that?
So this is the second pay-per-view where we don't see a crowd. My question is, would you rather have no wrestling at all or wrestling with no crowd?
Wrestling with no crowd by far.
I have to agree with you right there.
At
No
first,
problem.
I didn't like it very much, but it's kind of grown on me now. Of course, I'd rather have a crowd, but I would much rather have wrestling with no crowd than no wrestling at all.
Yeah, I mean, we watch wrestling for over 30 years now, Rob, and there's always been a crowd. So I'm still getting kind of used to no crowds.
Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. I mean, it's not even close. It's a little bit of normalcy in my life, which, I mean, we're both huge sports fans, so
Mm-hmm.
with no sports at all, at least sports entertainment is there to watch.
Yeah, so I'm thinking here, Rob, that we might see the Money in Bank match open the show.
It's possible. I would like to see it as the main event, but Vince never really does what people think he's going to do. So
Either or, it won't be so bad. But if you have the Money in the Bank match open the show, then you get that suspense throughout the night of a cash in.
yeah, true.
Because we do have three title matches tonight, three single title matches tonight. So you never know. There could be cash in tonight. But we'll see.
Both Raw and SmackDown World Championships and the SmackDown Women's Championship. I don't think the Raw Women's Championship's being defended tonight, which is weird, but you would figure they would at least put somebody against Becky Lynch, unless she's injured or something.
Well, any of you who missed the kickoff show, we had a match. It was Jeff Hardy versus Cesaro. I'm questioning why not have Jeff Hardy versus Sheamus.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But of course, these matches were pre-taped. Probably a month in advance. Surprisingly, how we had no spoilers. They're keeping this tight knit. Like no one knows who won, and these matches already took place. So,
who won the match between Jeff Hardy and Cesaro?
Jeff Hardy won.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match. I didn't see no high spots though. But it was a good match. If I would give it a rating, it'd be 2 stars.
I didn't get to see it because my Wi-Fi's been acting. It's either the Wi-Fi or the network. I don't know which one, because every other channel seems to be acting good. It's just for some reason the network's being weird today.
So, Money in the Bank pay-per-view has just started. There's ladders everywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be. It's going to be different. I'm kind of excited to see what happens as far as wrestling in the headquarters goes. I mean, so many things that can happen. I would love to see him go into Vince's office and tear it up, but they probably won't.
Yep, and so it looks like that we're starting off with the SmackDown Tag Team Title match, Fatal 4-Way. And here comes the new day.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
It's your boys, the New Day.
So what is wrong with Xavier Woods? Is Is he really
been,
injured or?
Oh, he's been injured. Yeah, he's been out for a while, man. He has something to do with his knee, I think. I think he might torn ACL. I think.
Yeah, I've noticed they've been wearing the armbands and talking about him a lot, but I didn't know exactly what happened to him. I knew he was injured, but I didn't know exactly what happened to him.
You know, I'm gonna make a prediction here, and I'm gonna say that Xavier Woods is done with the New Day, and I'll tell you why. I think he's the hacker.
Yeah, we just had a question from Lynn Hedges that says, "Who is the hacker on SmackDown?"
That's a good question. I'm thinking maybe it's Xavier Woods.
Makes sense.
People have said that it might be CM Punk. I don't see that happening.
I would love for that to happen, but I don't see it happening either.
Now, if you listen closely, it sounds like Xavier Woods. But if you see the hacker and you see his hands are white. That may not mean nothing.
Well, here comes the Miz and Morrison.
Yep, and Lucha House Party
Party's already in the ring.
Yep.
Which
is kind of weird because you never see the champion come out first.
Yeah. See, I think I'm not a big fan of the Forgotten Sons. I just have a feeling they're going to win this match for some reason. I know in NXT they never won the tag titles. I think they came close once or twice, but they never really won the tag titles. But I mean, I'm not a huge fan of them, but it would be somebody different with the titles.
So in this match, it's whoever gets the first fall wins the championships. I don't like that rule. Just
you think it should be like an elimination?
Yeah, that's the way it was back in the Attitude Era. Whenever they had the first Fatal 4-Way matches, there were always elimination matches.
Here comes the Forgotten Sons. Good Big E. Gosh.
I tell you what, though, anyone can win this match, except for Lucha House Party. Lucha House Party. I think they're great wrestlers. They just don't have that. They just don't have the it factor, you know.
Yeah, I think they're great individual wrestlers, especially for like the cruiserweight division. But as a tag team, I'm just not a big fan. I do like the Miz and Morrison, and I like the New Day. I don't love the New Day, but I like them. My favorite tag team was the Revival. Still is, I guess, but I guess now they're going to be called the Revolt, the rumor is, in AEW. That's one of the rumors.
Have they signed the AEW yet?
No, I don't think so, but I think it's like pretty much a done deal. They just maybe they have signed and they just haven't announced it, but I really do see, at least if it's just for a little while, you got to have them first, the Young Bucks, as much as they've been talking trash about each other.
So, just like our Friday show, I will have my match ratings at the end of the match here. It's based out of 5 stars. The match on the kickoff show, I gave it 2 stars.
Now, with this being like a tornado tag team match or whatever, is there no disqualification?
It would have to be, wouldn't it?
I would think so. I was just wondering because I just wonder if we'll see Kofi and the Ladder get involved in this match at all.
I think so because I think the rules are like a triple threat. Because in triple threat, there's no DQ.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking so too. I just wanted to make sure.
So if anybody doing the watch along right now it's Kofi Kingston in the ring, and is that Grand Metalik?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, and
Nice head scissors.
Blake is now in the ring. Our sync will never be the same though.
Yeah.
We're definitely running on two different streams, two different servers here. So, like right now, the Forgotten Sons are in the ring by themselves. Grand Metalik is in the middle of the ring. He's getting demolished. Not anymore. Wham! Here comes John Morrison.
John Morrison and Kofi Kingston, as far as ladder matches go, they would probably have one of the best ever if they could ever get them in a match. Like maybe put the IC title on the line or something. Speaking of the IC title, I really like the new IC title.
I thought that belt was probably the best looking belt I've ever seen. A Spanish Fly. Holy crap. So that IC title belt is very unique. I don't see why you don't do that for all the other belts.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of like is it like the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, or
Yeah, a little
it
bit like that.
reminds
Yeah.
me of one of the belts in New Japan. Well, on my stream, everybody's down on the ground right now. I think I'm a little bit behind from yours.
Right now, I have Morrison and Metalik in the ring.
Yeah, that's who I have, but I think it's just a little bit behind. Maybe like 4 or 5 seconds behind.
So I think that the Forgotten Sons is a great tag team. They've been they've been misused a lot. I think that they're way underrated. However, being on SmackDown now, they've actually, they're actually getting their dues right here.
Yeah, I would. The only reason I would like to see him win is, like I said, it's just somebody different with the titles. And I don't. Lucha House Party, like I said, they're just not it for me. And New Day and Miz and Morrison have been passing the titles back and forth, so I just like to see somebody different. I do think overall the better tag teams are on Raw, as far as the Viking Raiders and Street Profits.
If the Forgotten Sons win this match, that just proves that they were underused in NXT, no doubt.
Yeah, with NXT, I don't know. Like, I love NXT, but I think once they get enamored on one tag team, that they stick with them. Like, pretty much been, uh, I can forget their name, Cole and Adam Cole and them,
the Undisputed
Era. It's pretty much been O'Reilly and Fish for a while, or either O'Reilly and gosh, why am I forgetting everybody's name?
Because you're on the spot.
Yeah, O'Reilly and
O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, Roderick Strong, Adam Cole.
Yeah, Roderick Strong. But yeah, it seems like it's been them for a while. But right now it's supposed to be Ridley and Dunn.
So Lance Dorado here. I don't know why, but I always call him Lance Dorado. I don't know why. I can never remember his name is Lance Dorado. I always call him Lance. Oh, nice move by Lance Dorado. Almost got the 3 count on Morrison there.
Yeah, that was a close call. I don't know. I wouldn't be upset if they win the tag titles, but that reminds me of Rey Mysterio.
Morrison looks a little hurt there.
That was a little sloppy. That was good.
So, question. Last year, Kofi is the champion. How do you go from champion back to a tag team champion? I just don't get that.
I don't know. He seems like a team player. That's probably why he's lasted so long in WWE. He doesn't seem like he makes a big fuss about not getting opportunities, or he seems like he just kind of goes with the flow, and whatever they want him to do at the moment, he doesn't have a problem doing it.
Oh, Miz is going for the figure 4. Nope. Here comes Cutler. And he's going at it with Big E here. Holy crap.
The Miz, to me, he's just underrated. I mean, he's been champion before, but it seems like he doesn't get any shots at the world title now. It seems
that's the
like
problem,
it's always...
That's the problem, though. You have all this talent, but only one title. Well, you have 2 belts, but I mean, don't get me wrong. Drew McIntyre deserves the belt too, but I mean, there's just not enough titles to go around.
True. I really wish, I wish that Raw would go back to 2 hours. I think it would be a better show. I think 3 hours is too long. But I would like to see The Miz, even if he doesn't win it, he should at least get a shot, like a feud with the champion for 2 or 3 months.
Starship Pain. 1, 2, and the Lucha House Party destroys everything. They just ruin everything there. I don't know. House Party might have a chance here.
I think my delay is maybe more like 7 or 8 seconds behind yours. It's way. It seems like a little further away than what I thought it was.
There was a Lucha House Party in my backyard last night.
Lucha House Party, what?
Yeah, my neighbors behind me are Mexicans, and they had a party last night, and I was out back, listening to the music. It was pretty cool.
I bet you there was some good food.
Might have been. They were doing karaoke too. I like Lance Dorado. I like how he, Grand Metalik. I like how he uses the ropes in his matches. He's like, and
I'm pretty sure Grand Metalik was in that cruiserweight tournament they did, when they reintroduced it, and they did that big tournament.
Oh, that classic cruiserweight tournament.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
he was in that, and he just kind of stuck around after that.
Oh, Kofi smashing the post. I'm trying to get synced up with you, Rob. Where are you at?
They just threw Kofi into the pole.
Okay,
and then
let me know when Big E goes out, gets thrown over the top rope.
He just did.
Okay, so I'm trying to sync up with you here. And they just threw out Jackson Riker. out of the match?
Uh, he was kind of the X factor too. He was kind of the person I was hoping would help him win it. Oh, off the ropes. It's a good move by Lucha House Party.
You would think they would do the fabulous Freebird rule here, and make Riker part of the match here. So
Everybody's down again. Big E's crawling back up into the ring.
I'm kind of disappointed here though, because I kind of feel that the Money Big pay-per-view, it should have been on the roof of the headquarters.
Yeah, that would have been neat to have the whole pay-per-view on the top.
Uh-oh.
Big E with the big ending.
Because if you get 1, 2, 3, it's over.
And New Day retain the titles.
I thought it was a pretty decent match.
It wasn't bad. I mean, I was disappointed I didn't really see anybody use the ladders, especially with Kofi and Morrison in the match.
But a lot of action. Yeah, a lot of action going around. I give it 3 stars.
Yeah, I'd give it 3, and I'll give it 3.5. I would have given it 4 if they would have used the ladders, and I didn't understand the point of throwing him out because it didn't even last long after the fact that they threw him out of the match. I didn't really see the point in them throwing him out, and then it's pretty much over after that.
I did tell you one thing, though. I do give these wrestlers a lot of credit because they have spent all their whole career wrestling in front of a crowd. It must make them feel weird and different doing it in an empty arena.
True. And, I mean, there's some risk with still wrestling right now. I mean, as far as catching anything goes. But, I mean, that's why, you don't see some of the wrestlers that are normally on TV because they choose not to. Which is, I mean, that's their prerogative. Me, I'm not real scared of the virus, but that's just me. Everybody has their different opinions of it.
So we just saw a clip of that Undertaker's Last Stand series that's going on the network. I mean, definitely, we're coming down to the end of his career, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it has to be close to it. I would say either way, whenever he decides to end it, I hope and I think he should end it at WrestleMania. I don't really. I mean, I'd like to see maybe him and Kane wrestle each other, and maybe it be both their last matches, or him and Sting or something.
I could see him in this career where he started out at Survivor Series.
Yeah, it would make sense, but just being a fan where most of his really big matches that everybody remember are at Mania, the streak and everything, I hope he ends his career at Mania. The Survivor Series would be cool too.
I do believe that this year Survivor Series will be his 30 years.
Dang.
Yeah, so I mean, still going strong at 30 years. You can't go forever.
There's our pick to win the women's Money in the Bank.
That's right,
Lacey Evans.
There's the champion. The champion of the world.
So crazy that him and the other guys in 3MB, not Heath Slater, but the other one, they were both champions. I think Heath Slater got released, didn't he?
Yeah, but here's the deal, though. It's just crazy how you put it, because Jinder Mahal gets released,
Yeah.
comes back and becomes the WWE champion. McIntyre gets released. He goes
Yeah, it's
on.
the same thing.
He comes back and becomes a champion. Do we see Heath Slater doing the same thing?
I mean, I don't really, but I didn't really see either one of them doing that either. So, because I thought McIntyre, I thought he always was good in ring. I thought he was always good in ring, but as far as his attitude, I always heard he had a bad attitude backstage, and so I didn't really see either one of them coming back and doing what they did. I mean, I'm glad they did because I like McIntyre. I hope he loses tonight just because I'm a Seth Rollins fan, but I do like McIntyre.
Now, do you think McIntyre deserves the title here?
Yeah, he deserves it. I mean, I would rather him have it than Brock. Or I'm not exactly a Brock hater. I just don't think he should always have the belt. Like I've said it numerous times on different occasions. If you're a part-time wrestler, I just don't think you should have the belt as much as he has it.
All right, so we see R-Truth here.
Uh-oh.
So
An unscheduled match?
he probably thinks it's SummerSlam.
He probably does.
It could be a 24/7 match. Who knows? I mean,
so are we gonna see? Isn't Gronk still the champ?
yeah, I think he's still the champion.
Are we gonna see Gronk?
But we haven't seen him since WrestleMania either. But R-Truth, I think he's hilarious. I love it when he comes out and says that his boyhood hero John Cena, when he is older than John Cena. I think it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. There's a video. I think it's on the network. I think it's one of the 24/7 videos or something about R-Truth. But it's kind of like a documentary of how he started and where he is, and it's good. If you haven't seen it, if anybody who's watching hasn't seen it, you should definitely watch it.
Did you just see R-Truth?
No, I didn't.
He goes, WWE Universe, make some noise, and there's nobody there. All right, so we're getting impromptu match here: MVP versus R-Truth.
Chris Bearholm, forgive me if I mispronounced that. He said he lives in Tampa, and if he sees Gronk, he's taking the title. Oh. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
He's gonna do it at halftime. Is that what he's gonna do?
I guess. Good luck. I hope you win it. Try not to get a lawsuit, though. Gronk's a pretty big dude. I hope you're pretty big, too.
So, quick predictions here. R-Truth, maybe? You think?
I'm going to go MVP. I mean, I like R-Truth better.
So we're going to battle it out here, huh?
So is this the next pay-per-view? June 14th, Backlash?
Backlash. Wait a minute.
It seems like there'd be one before
Backlash. Then. Is that making a comeback?
It must be.
I haven't seen a Backlash in forever. I mean, Backlash used to be right after WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing one the last 2 or 3 years. Because I thought there was a bunch of them that pay-per-views they cut out.
So I'm thinking here it's not a match. It's a promo.
So I've got my volume turned down. Is MVP trying to recruit R-Truth, or are they actually going to fight?
I don't know. He's in ring gear. He's got to be looking for a fight.
That's what I'm saying. But I know he's been trying to recruit wrestlers backstage on Raw or talk to them.
Here comes Bobby Lashley.
My gosh. I don't know why I'm not. When Bobby Lashley was in WWE before, I
Yeah.
really liked him, but now it's just like he's blah. I don't know.
Uh, I don't know. I mean, he went to TNA and he just looked bad in TNA. He just and now they brought him back to WWE. I just don't see why.
I mean, he's freaking huge. He's ripped. He's definitely got the look, but I think his mic skills are subpar. I guess.
Okay, Rob, change it up. It's now R-Truth versus Bobby Lashley.
Oh God. I have a feeling Bobby Lashley's going to squash him, but
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
this is probably going to be like a 2-minute match or something.
And there's the referee. Ring the bell, ref. It's over already.
One of those matches that we were talking about the other night we didn't
Wait a
really
minute.
like.
Is that
But
referee?
you did also say the other night that you think there'll probably be a couple matches they're
Wait a
not
minute.
announcing.
You see the referee?
Yeah.
Is that Tico Scorpio?
Kind of looks like him. I'm trying to get a good look at him.
I don't think it's him, but I'm just saying.
No.
Okay.
He looks kind of like him though. Oh no. R-Truth is trying everything to get away from this fight, I think. He wants no part of Bobby Lashley. I can't say I blame him.
I don't know. I mean, Bobby Lashley is kind of bland. How could they?
Yeah.
What can they do to make him? Stronger. To make him, just.
He needs a mouthpiece like Brock has. He needs somebody like a Paul Heyman to be his mouthpiece. He doesn't, with his look, just like with Brock, he doesn't need to say very much. I mean, somebody could be his mouthpiece, and by looking at Bobby Lashley, you would believe everything they said.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think he's got talent. He's just I don't know. Something missing here.
Yeah, as far as looking like a wrestler, Bobby Lashley looks the part 110%. But I just don't think his mic skills are up to par to be a main eventer. They definitely don't match his look.
The spear. It's got to be it. You got to turn him over, Bobby. Uno, dos, tres, it's over. And that was a squash match right there.
Yeah, it's just like I said the other night, one of those matches that we don't really like to see. It's like a time filler.
Yeah, and it's a match that I won't give a 0 stars to. Um, I'm giving this a 1 star match because I thought there was some funny moments in this match, but I won't go half-star on
I'll
this one.
give it a
1 star.
star just because all it was to get Bobby Lashley on the pay-per-view. That's all it was. R-Truth, he doesn't mind
Well,
taking the fall for anybody.
I think during our predictions last Friday night, we counted 5 matches on the card.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
And well, if you include the both men's and women's Money in the Bank match happening on the same time, that together is 1 match. So we had 5 matches on the card. We might see another 2 matches that haven't been announced yet. Who knows?
Hopefully they're not like that. I don't think I want to see any more just squash matches. It's pointless, really. I mean, Bobby Lashley beating R-Truth, and I like R-Truth, but at this point in his career, isn't like a big upset.
Well,
really, honestly, when R-Truth retires from the ring, I hope he becomes a ring announcer. He could definitely be I could see him being playing the king role on the commentators. I mean,
I'm thinking that he'd probably be more of a backstage guy, kind of like I can see him, as a booker.
Yeah, that would be cool. I just think he has a lot of. He definitely has a funny side that they should take advantage of.
Daniel Pettigrew just mentioned that if there's another match like the one we just saw, he's going to turn it off.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I'm
Well,
just. I mean, I'll stick around just because I want to see the Money in the Bank match, and I definitely want to see the Rollins match. But well, yeah, and the Fiend.
I don't like the fact that we're going to get both the women's match and the men's match at the same time here. I think it just kind of destroys the the aspect of the Money in the Bank match because we're so used to now having two matches in one night. Um, so just having one match and one, at the same time, I just don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like it, but I'm I'm hoping that I'm surprised, and it's I mean an awesome match. You don't even really notice.
And there he is, Rob. My prediction for the winner of the men's Money in the Bank match, King Corbin.
I do think he has a good chance. He's already won it once before. Um,
Can he be the third man to ever win Money in the Bank twice?
it's possible. I could definitely see it happening. I just with this match, I just went with my favorite out of that, which is Aleister Black. I hope. I mean, to me, the obvious person to win it would be probably AJ Styles, just because he's the biggest name. But I would like to see Aleister Black win it.
I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised to see Nakamura win this though.
I like Nakamura too, so I wouldn't be mad. I do think they kind of, I don't know, it's almost like they don't know what to do with him at times. Daniel said he hopes Aleister Black wins.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, and if anybody else is listening, I mean, go ahead and put in the chat who you think or who you hope will win. We can always debate on it. Or King Corbin. I do like his crown though. I like that it's not the typical. So Sasha Banks and Bailey are still like BFFs, huh?
Yeah, it seems that way.
They're so back and forth.
Well, I thought maybe at WrestleMania that wasn't going to happen, but
Now, do
apparently it
you
was.
like Bailey as a heel, or did you like her hugger gimmick more?
It's give and take, man. I like I like Bailey's attitude, and um, I was a Bailey fan even when she was a hugger, and I like her now. So I had there's no difference. I don't I can't decide.
I think I would definitely lean more towards the hugger version of Bailey.
I think Banks is a better heel though
Oh
than she
yeah,
is,
Sasha Banks
no
is a way
doubt.
better heel. She just has more of that attitude as a heel. I guess you could say she has more of a sassiness to her. I guess you should say. Just, I'm surprised she hasn't turned on Bailey yet and try to get a title shot again.
I
It's
tell you
usually
what,
what happens.
I do like the blue hair better than purple hair. The blue
Yeah.
hair, the blue hair works for her though.
Now, did you know that she's Snoop Dogg's cousin? I think. Like,
Yeah, yeah, that was mentioned back at WrestleMania a few years ago too.
yeah, this is an interesting fact. I always forget about her, which I don't think it really helped her in any way. She's a good wrestler, so I don't think she needed any help from him.
Now, what are the odds here that Tamina can actually pull this off?
I would like to see. Has Tamina ever been women's champion?
No, never.
See, I would like to see her get, because I don't think she'll wrestle for much longer. But I'd like to see her win it. I don't think she will. Um, I'd say she has maybe like a. I'll give her maybe a 30% chance to win this match. But I'm definitely thinking they're going to keep the title with Bayley.
Now this ring announcer right here is probably the best ring announcer we have right now in wrestling. And back when he was in NXT and he would announce the title matches, he would say the following contest is scheduled for one fall, and the whole crowd would go one fall. And
Yeah.
you don't see that anymore. I don't get why. But you hear the crowd is still doing the one fall, but the ring announcer here is not giving the crowd a chance to say it.
I mean, was he cutting them off before there started being no crowds? Was he getting to the point where he didn't give him a chance?
Once they moved him up to SmackDown, he was cutting the crowd off every time the crowd would all together say one fall.
Yeah, and the NXT crowds are awesome.
Yeah.
We can speak that personally because we've been in the NXT crowd before.
Yeah, War Games was awesome. It was probably the best pay-per-view I've ever been to.
It was freaking ridiculous. When Kevin Owens came out, good Lord. It was one of the loudest pops I've ever heard. And the match has just started. Bayley and Tamina, they were kind of pushing each other at first.
Tamina's a powerhouse,
to the back of the head.
Tamina's a powerhouse.
Yeah. See, I don't see why they haven't had, like, her and Nia Jax feud. Because it seems like they match up really well. Oh, Bayley with the sleeper hold. And she gets squashed.
So, question here. If Tamina's dad was not Jimmy Snuka, would she even be in wrestling?
I don't know. I mean, she's not a horrible wrestler. I'm sure it helped get her foot in the door.
I did tell you one thing. I don't see a bad female wrestler on the main roster right now. But if you remember back, 10 years ago, when you had women like Kelly, a lot of them women didn't have the skill; they just had the looks.
Yeah.
Here, all the women know how to wrestle.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the crowd that came out of NXT, like the Charlottes, the Baileys, Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, they wanted to change that. And they did. I mean, they didn't want it to be the Divas title. They wanted it to be the women's title, and there was an attitude and an arrogance that changed that because all of them can wrestle. And kind of the one constant in it all was, to me, has been Natalya. Because she was kind of there for a little bit of both of them, but she's always been able to wrestle. As a matter of fact, I think she's one of the trainers now in the performance center sometimes. She helps train some of the younger talent.
I could see her being a teacher at the PC.
Yeah, AJ Lee. Daniel said AJ Lee was the catalyst for it all, and that's kind of true. I mean, I can see that. She wasn't really necessarily. I wouldn't say she was a diva. She could definitely wrestle. I'm hoping if CM Punk ever does come back, that she comes back with him. I would like to see her face.
I tell you what, though, when AJ Lee dropped the Divas title to Paige on Monday Night Raw, that was basically her handing over the torch
Yeah.
and starting this women's revolution.
Yeah, AJ Lee definitely deserves some credit for it. She, I mean, I think she kind of lit the spark, I guess, that started it. But when you had those four coming out of NXT, they definitely that's when it really started burning. Because it's hard to beat. I mean, even now, it's hard to beat any of those four. Like, well, I guess you got to throw Alexa Bliss in there too, because she came out of NXT. It was around the same time. Nia Jax.
I like how NXT can develop these people to become better wrestlers before they actually go on the big show. And back then, you didn't have that. You know, you didn't have an NXT. You might have these indie promotions like Ohio Valley Wrestling and FCW, but you didn't have NXT, where you could try out for NXT, and if you weren't good, you didn't make it.
Yeah, I can see it, and that's kind of like with the men. Do you remember when the minor leagues, I guess you could say for WWE, was Ohio Valley,
Right.
and that year when they had Cena, Batista, Randy Orton, they all came out at the same time. That was like the start of a new era for
Yeah.
WWE.
Even Brock Lesnar was part of that group as
Yeah,
well.
Brock Lesnar, Shelton Benjamin, they were all part
Oh,
uh, of that those Ohio Valley Wrestling. I think was Cornette over that at the time. I think it was Jim
yeah.
Cornette.
Cornette was he was doing Music City Wrestling in Tennessee. Then he took over Ohio Valley. That was right after like when he used to be like the manager of I want to say Owen Hart and the Bulldog. But yeah, he
Yeah, maybe.
was he definitely took over Ohio Valley. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ouch.
I wonder. See, I think they've just played the. I'm always thinking that Sasha Banks is going to try to interfere, and this you end up hitting Bailey, and Bailey's going to lose, and then they're going to because that's how it always starts with them. Daniel said it was Jim and Danny Davis.
Jim
Hmm.
Cornette, oh yeah,
Yeah.
referee Danny Davis, yeah. They both were, yeah. And I did go to a Ohio Valley wrestling show here in Indy at one time, and they had John Cena and Batista, but they were under different names.
Yeah, I think
Um,
the prototype was John Cena, and
and
Leviathan was
Leviathan
Batista.
was Batista, but we did not see Randy Orton or Brock Lesnar. I mean, the main event was Cena and Batista, though.
I think that was the one that I was gonna go with you guys, but the same day was the Bears playoff game, so I stayed and watched the Bears. You don't get too many Bears playoff games, so you gotta stay and watch them when they happen.
Uh-oh. I think Bailey just woke her up.
Well, why would you pour water in her face? That's not gonna hurt her. Just
Probably the
cool her off.
mascara getting the eyes, Uh-oh, there she goes.
Tamina woke up like the Undertaker and started choking her.
Boom.
Oh Lord.
Yep. What I say, her mascara is running now. It's going to get in her eyes and it's going to burn.
Oh, Bailey hit the ladder too. She throws her back in the ring.
Uh-oh. Oh, Bailey's going to get out of it.
Oh, she's going for the Samoan drop. Bailey gets
Wham!
away over the top. Oh, kick to the face.
In the face.
Bailey's back outside again. I don't think Tamina must look like her mother. She doesn't really look like Snuka to me at all. Like, she doesn't remind me of him at all.
I'm kind of wondering who her mother is.
Me too. It doesn't, like, she has to look like her mom.
So, I mean, Tamina's got a shot here. She's going to the top.
Uh-oh.
If she lands that supervised splash, it could be over.
She's taking a little bit too long.
Oh, she caught her. She caught Bailey.
Caught Bailey.
Bam.
Kick to the face.
Oh, could this be it?
Samoan drop.
Uh-oh.
And here comes
no.
Sasha Banks. She sees her trying to come in. And Sasha scooting back outside the ring now.
Taking too long to cover. What are you doing?
Now Tamina's chasing Sasha Banks outside the ring.
This is not a good thing. It's not good. Uh-oh.
Bailey's up. Dropped one of her chains. Going for a Samoan drop.
1, 2, 3. It's over.
And Bailey retains the title. Oh, wait. I thought that was a 3 count.
It was 3 count.
Oh, okay. And Tamina was going for another Samoa drop after the match was over. Now Sasha Banks is kicking her, slapping her in the face.
So I would to rate this match. I'll probably give it. I want to give it a 2.
I give it a 2.5. I mean, it wasn't great. It wasn't horrible. There's nothing really spectacular that happened in it.
This was kind of that was kind of a botch right there a little bit, but not really. Did Tamina forget the match was over?
Well,
your winner and still the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bailey.
So far, no titles have changed hands. There's not even the Raw tag titles aren't even up for grabs tonight, are they?
Nope. No, sir.
Daniel said a 2 is fair for that match.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I picked a 2. I could have went 1.5 there, but I thought 2 was fair.
Yeah, I mean, it was 2.5. I mean, I just give it 2. I guess that's 2.5 would be average. I just figured it was an average match. I mean, it wasn't anything special. Buy one T-shirt, get one for $1 tonight. Those are the times I like to buy the shirts. They're on sale. The Bellas.
So, what's your opinion about the Bellas? And what's your opinion about them before they started doing the show, and now as they're doing the show?
honestly, I don't really watch that show too much. I think I've maybe seen 2 or 3 episodes of it. Um, as far as to me, they were kind of the epitome of the Divas division. I didn't think. No, I thought uh, Bree was a decent wrestler. I didn't think either one of them were really good wrestlers. But I mean, me myself. I'm glad they're not wrestling anymore. I just was never a really big fan of theirs. The Monday Night Messiah is talking. I don't know what he's saying because I have my volume turned down. But
Yeah, we can't have the volume up too loud though. We'll get knocked off.
I'm assuming he's saying that McIntyre doesn't need the burden of the championship and he's willing to take that burden.
Daniel, I kind of see it your way as well. Not being able to stand the Bellas. I thought when they first came debuted, and they were working their twin magic gimmick, where want to be under the ring. I thought that was brilliant. But when they just started coming out and they were becoming more popular, they just they seemed too snooty, in my words. My opinion.
Yeah, that's why I think that. That's why I said they're kind of like the poster girls for the Divas division because they were both beautiful, but neither one of them could really wrestle that well. Or I didn't think so. In my opinion, they couldn't wrestle that well. So
In my
I
opinion,
just
they were
was
more
never a big
about
fan.
the fame and fortune than about putting on a show for the crowd.
True, and it seems like when they got the chance to get out and start making that show, and they took it, which I don't blame them. If their heart wasn't in it anymore, then you shouldn't wrestle. If your heart's not in it, I mean, you're just gonna have lackluster matches, one after another. I'm definitely watching that after Money in the Bank tonight. The Undertaker series,
Hmm.
definitely gonna have to watch that.
Yeah.
The Last Ride. Well, maybe this is going to the point where he's gonna say he's gonna make this his last year.
Yeah, I kind of think that like is the because this is going to be like I want to say a 4-part series or maybe more, and I think that maybe the last episode he's going to announce his retirement somewhere down the line.
Yeah, I agree, Daniel. I think there was a lot of opportunities wasted for other women in that division at the time. And we're getting ready for the Universal Championship match between Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt. And I think it's just going to be Bray Wyatt. I'm not sure if we're going to see The Fiend or not.
I think what you're seeing here is like the opposite of how they would do Finn Balor, because you know that if Finn Balor came out as the Demon, he was not going to lose.
Yeah.
In this case, if you see Bray Wyatt come out as the Fiend, he's not going to lose, except if you're Goldberg. But if he comes out as just Bray Wyatt, then he's probably not going to win.
I don't get the Goldberg thing. Like, I don't even think Goldberg was that good in his prime. Like, he was a brawler. He botched several moves. He gave Brett a concussion, pretty much ended his career. I mean, he was just not, as far as taking care of the other wrestlers, he was not very good, and he's still not. And he's not as strong as he used to be. He's definitely not in his prime. And I don't mind if he comes back and wrestles, but why do you keep giving him the title? I mean, will he not wrestle unless he's getting title runs? Or
Maybe I think they were going in a direction because this when Goldberg won the Universal title, he did it before this coronavirus came into play, and in a big crowd in Tampa Bay, they wanted they would have been glad to see Goldberg go down, and I guess because it was going to be Reigns versus Goldberg at WrestleMania, and then that would be one way to get Reigns over is to have him beat Goldberg in front of 70, 80,000 people for the title. However, coronavirus hit, and then you don't have Roman Reigns for a while. Um, so they could have just kept the belt on Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't, because I heard that Goldberg really wanted to work with Reigns, and he wasn't happy about having to work with Strowman and blah blah blah. Why is Goldberg shouldn't be pulling any strings anyways? That's why they should have just like you said they should have just kept the title on Bray, or somehow maybe made it a triple threat match or something at WrestleMania between Strowman, Goldberg, and Bray, or something like that. I just don't.
And we do see Bray Wyatt, not the
I love
Fiend.
how his entrance music is the Firefly Funhouse
Yeah,
music.
that's kind of just I don't know, man. I mean, it's hilarious, but at the same time, it's like, what are they doing here?
It just cracks me up. It's so weird to see a wrestler coming out to music like this.
But since this is pre-taped, and this is not live, we could see the Fiend come out of nowhere.
It's possible. I mean, I'm really surprised. Now, what's happened to Bo Dallas? Like, what happened to his brother?
Bo Dallas is still in the company. I want to say he might be doing backstage work. However, they could, you know, do a double situation here where have Bo Dallas come out as the Fiend.
See, that's what I'm saying. They got similar body builds. Well, the last time I seen them, they did. I haven't seen Bo Dallas on TV in a long time. And if he's still with the company, why not give him some kind of role?
Well, guys, I'm gonna take a couple minute break here. I'm gonna go grab me some food, something to drink. Rob, want to entertain the crowd here for a little bit?
Sure, I will do my best.
All right, I'll be back in a minute. Okay.
Bray Wyatt's already in the ring, and here comes Strowman. He's entering the ring now. Anybody in the audience, how do you guys like Strowman as champ? You like it, love it, hate it? Me myself, I think he deserved a little bit of a title run here. He definitely looks the part. He's all right on the mic. I mean, he doesn't have to say a whole lot, but he does pretty good when he is on the mic. It's not horrible. See, I believe the bell's about to ring for the start of the match. Bray's trying to play his little mind games right now with Braun. Braun just shoves him into the corner. Pretty much tells him he's not playing any games. It'll be interesting to see Bray not as the Fiend wrestling. Yeah, Daniel, I see what you're saying. Like, I think he's lost to Roman Reigns almost every time he's faced him. But I definitely do think that he looks the part of a champion. He's huge. I mean, I was glad that they kind of let him go out on his own from the Wyatt family. I mean, he definitely made a bigger impact than I would say Rowan did on his own. Um, I don't want to say that about Luke Harper or Brody Lee now because I think he was kind of being held back. And maybe Rowan is too. I don't know. But Brody Lee in AEW so far has been fantastic. And he's coming up on a title shot too.
I'm back.
I was talking about how Braun Strowman's came, far from being in the Wyatt family and kind of did his own thing, and he's kind of done better than Rowan has, for example. And Luke Harper was doing pretty good, but I think they held him back a lot because now in AEW he's doing really good as Brody Lee and with the Dark Order. And
that's the thing with WWE right now because they just have too many talent, but not enough time to go around. Not enough stories, not enough gimmicks to go around. But Braun, he just came out of nowhere, man. Because apparently he was in NXT not for very long. During that time, NXT wasn't really broadcast that well. Was it on the network? You can always see it on the www.WWE.com website. So like, I mean, it's like when Shield first came out, like I had no idea who Shield was.
Yeah, I had no at the time. I wasn't really watching NXT a lot, so I didn't really know who any of them were. But I knew off the bat. I knew off the bat that Roman Reigns was going to be the guy, just because I know Vince likes the bigger guys. He just looked the part. It just looked like somebody Vince would. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
What's the pig's name?
Oh man!
Is it Husky or something? I can't remember it. Anyways, the pig from the Firefly Funhouse is in the audience. He's cheering Bray Wyatt on. But yeah, I just knew Roman Reigns was probably going to be the guy to emerge out of all of them. And
I think the pig's name was Huskus.
Is it?
I think so. His name is Huskus. I think.
Huskus. But yeah, when I saw Seth Rollins, and I think it was Seth Rollins and I think it was a triple threat match. I know it was Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, and somebody else in a title match. Seth Rollins kind of stole the show, and ever since then, I've just been Seth Rollins fan.
So I'm kind of surprised that this is actually a match. I mean, I thought Bray Wyatt being Bray Wyatt, it would be like not really a squash match, but more of a Braun Strowman taking over the match. But I mean, you can't deny Bray Wyatt's skills, though. He's just really good.
Is he gonna do the backwards upside down walk here? It's like old school Bray Wyatt. You don't see him do this much anymore. Nope.
Yeah.
He teased it a little, but he didn't do it.
Oof.
Slapped him right in the face. Oh, kick to the face. Braun was charging. Bray Wyatt with
he knows the
tornado DDT.
Wait a minute. Is he going for Sister Abigail? He nails Sister Abigail.
Oh.
1, 2. Oh!
Braun
almost
kicks
3
out.
count. We almost had
Bray
a
can't
new
believe
Universal
it.
Champion.
Bray can't believe he kicked out of it.
And by the way, I hate how they call it the Universal Championship.
Yeah, just like we were talking about in the stream the other night. Just bring back, the big gold belt. Just bring it back. You can have a WWE champion. You have a World Heavyweight champion. Universal Championship just sounds so stupid. I thought it might grow on me eventually, but it really hasn't at all. I guess maybe we're just too much old school wrestling fans or something. Choke slam by Braun.
He's not going for the cover though. I tell you what, this is probably Braun's toughest opponent.
Yeah, it seems like his matches usually don't last forever. Like they usually don't go very long. But most of the bigger wrestlers, except for maybe Undertaker, they usually don't have really long matches. But Undertaker's different. That's why he's one of the best ever.
Watch out, Bray. Oh.
Just ran over Bray. Yeah, that's I agree with Daniel too, with the lineage that the World Heavyweight Championship belt has. He says it's a crime it's not being used. And that's why, even on the stream the other night, I said if you polled the wrestlers, I guarantee over half of them would say they'd rather have that title. I mean, why would you not rather hold the title that Sting, Ric Flair, and Macho Man, Hogan, Dusty Rhodes, all these other people have held?
I don't know, man, but I just don't like how both championship titles looks the same. Oh shit!
Oh crap!
Oh,
Braun has the black sheep mask
oh
on.
my god! It's over.
Now he's trying to play mind games with Bray.
Oh man! Bray's like, this is not real. It cannot happen. He tilted his head. It's over.
I think Bray thinks he's coming back to the family.
No,
just kind of
this is a
the
double
shirt off
turn.
like Hogan.
This is a double turn.
You think so?
No, he's not. No, this is mind games. Yep, it's mind
He's
games.
gonna like choke him or something. He's kneeled down with Bray right now.
Is he? Wait a
Bray's
minute.
starting to stand up.
Is he setting up for Sister Abigail?
Oh,
Nope.
now Braun's standing up.
They're
Bray's giving him a hug. They're hugging each other. All the puppets are cheering.
I tell you what, those puppets are freaking me out, man.
Uh-oh. And Braun is pulling the mask off now.
That mask probably got some special powers to it. Oh no, he just
stomped the black sheep mask.
It's setting up for the power slam. One,
Running power
two,
slam right in the
three.
middle of
It's
the
over.
ring. Braun Strowman retains the Universal Championship. Still no title changes tonight. There's only one more title match left. So odds are that one's not going to change either. I
Yeah,
would like
I
for
mean,
it to, but I don't think it will.
I said it in the podcast on Friday night that I just didn't see no title changes today. I mean, it's money. Yeah, it's Money in the Bank. I think it's. I declare it's one of the big five. But I mean, WrestleMania was different. Yeah, you didn't have a crowd, but you had to have title changes. Here, it's Money in the Bank, no crowd. I don't see a title change till SummerSlam. Actually,
Well, with the Money in the Bank matches, it's almost like a title change. I mean, it's kind of similar to it because you can see who might possibly be the champion sometime further down the road. I mean, there's a good possibility that they'll win it. It's not a given, but odds are in their favor.
uh-oh. Oh, Bray isn't too happy.
Yeah, they'll probably face each other again at Backlash, but Bray will be the Fiend.
Uh-oh.
I'm guessing.
Here's the hacker.
It would really fit for Xavier Woods to be the hacker.
You know that is Xavier Wood, does he have a PhD?
Yes, he does.
And
Speaking
Xavier
of
Woods is
Xavier
very
Woods,
smart
if you guys haven't watched or subscribed to Up Down Down on YouTube, you should.
Oh, have you seen those?
I love watching the Madden challenges on there. They
Have you
get
seen
heated sometimes.
have you seen them play Uno?
I haven't seen the Uno one yet.
So basically it's wow. So basically it's Xavier Woods, Adam Cole, uh, Tyler Breeze, and Cesaro, and they're playing Uno together. And I've watched every episode of that. It's good TV, man. I'm telling you, it's really good.
Yeah, Down Down. It's funny as hell, and then, like I said, sometimes it gets heated. You know, it's funny to watch that too, as somebody just watching it. Well, you guys, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'll be right back.
I'll be here.
All right, I'll be right back.
So I hope everyone's enjoying listening to the show today. I don't know if you guys heard, but on SmackDown on Raw, it's going to be Randy Orton versus Edge 1-on-1, which kind of shocks me because when you say that for pay-per-view, I believe, I don't know. And it looks like that we're going to have the WWE Championship match up next, which means that your main event is the Money in the Bank match. I I really like Seth Rollins' new gimmick here as the Messiah. I think they didn't have a choice but to turn him heel. He was when he was a good guy. He was a face. He defeated Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. Everybody thought he was lame. People they were booing him out of the building. You didn't have a choice but to turn him heel here. Drew McIntyre, it's a shame that he won his first heavyweight championship at WrestleMania with no fans. That's just a really shame. I could have waited until SummerSlam to have fans at a show for him to win his first title, but I feel bad for Drew McIntyre. you work so hard your whole career to win the championship, and you cannot enjoy it in front of the crowd. I always thought that McIntyre, when he first came back to a WWE, that he was eventually going to be a heavyweight champion. Um, before before he came back, he was doing real good in Guerrilla Pro Wrestling. He was doing good overseas. He had a little stint in TNA. But once he got released the first time, he became a better wrestler, and now he's back as a world champion. Daniel said, I was watching something on YouTube, and they use a program to filter the voice of the hacker. And it sounded exactly like Dana Brooke. I've heard a lot of skeptics about people who have used a filter. They've slowed the voice down a little bit or speeded it up, and I've gotten I've heard rumors that it could have been Dana Brooke, it could have been CM Punk, it could have been Xavier Woods or Cesaro. Um, right now, I'm just clueless because at first I thought it was Xavier Woods, but I mentioned earlier that once you see him and you see his hands that are white, so oh boy, Seth Rollins has got new theme music. I gotta hear this. This is crazy because okay, I'm liking his new music. I'm liking his new music. I'm really liking
He's
it.
got new music.
Yeah, you hear this?
I didn't hear it. I'll watch it on. I'll watch it a little
I'm
bit
liking his
later.
new music. It fits. It fits his gimmick, his persona. I like it.
Or maybe he will win the title. I would like to see him win the title. I think I love the Messiah gimmick because everybody's called him CrossFit Jesus for a long time because he kind of looks like him.
So when you were gone, Rob, Daniel was talking about that he was watching some YouTube videos, how some people were filtering the voice of the hacker, and people saying that it was Dana Brooke. I'm like, I don't see Dana Brooke being, giving her that big of a push right now to be the hacker.
It's possible.
Um, but like I said, I thought maybe first it was Xavier Woods, but then I saw his hands. But I don't mean nothing. It still could be Xavier Woods. I don't know.
Well, judging by the way whoever it is in the hoodie looks, it looks like they have a smaller frame. It doesn't look like they're a really big person. Which Xavier Woods isn't exactly small.
No, but you know who is?
Who?
CM Punk.
Yeah, he's lost a ton of weight. Well,
So yeah, I'm kind of pushing CM Punk to be the hacker here. I don't see it though, but
I think we all want it to be CM Punk, or most of us do.
I tell you what though, it would be badass for CM Punk to come back to the WWE with a new gimmick, the hacker.
Yeah, I would like it. I'm
But
trying to think of
you know what?
anybody. Like, I can't think of anybody in NXT that would get called up right now because everybody
Ciampa.
is. It's kind of like they're three. Well, Champa maybe because I don't
I
see
mean,
them. I don't see him facing the uh, Cross guy yet because I just don't see them letting him take a loss.
Well, Ciampa, he ain't been. He's been gone for a while now.
Yeah, well, the the Cross guy jumped him after the Ciampa match. He was doing an interview like the week after, and was pretty much going to say that Ciampa or Gargano was the better man and blah blah blah. But he ended up getting jumped and from behind, and um, Cross beat him up pretty good, and then I think he said TikTok in his ear or something. And I haven't seen him since then.
So
I think that
going
was a
back.
couple weeks ago.
So going back to the Bray Wyatt match against Strowman, I gave it 3 stars.
Yeah, 3 sounds fair.
I thought it was a pretty decent match. I thought it was right now the match of the night. Except, however, this right here could easily go 3 stars as well.
Yeah, I look for, maybe it's wishful thinking, but I look for some interference from some of Seth's disciples, whether he wins or loses. I really look for AOP because I haven't seen him in forever, and surely they're not written off that quickly.
Yeah,
I thought between Buddy Murphy and them, they had a pretty good little stable going.
Yeah, I could see a ref bump here, and then Rollins will get some help here. Daniel posted just recently that that he's loving this Messiah thing, and I think that he could use more disciples in his group.
Yeah, I do, and the roster's deep enough. I mean, you could have some people that don't get on TV a lot to be just a part of his disciple. Heck, it would give him a little bit of TV time. Maybe they would have some matches. I mean, no, I know they just released a lot of people, but I also know they got a pretty deep roster. So, or maybe if you even try to save it until all this is over with, and maybe they can sign some of those people back. Because I would have liked to seen somebody like Curtis Axel, but I know he got released. But I think he would have been a good addition.
Again, Rob, just too much talent going around, man.
Yeah, it's crazy that I would almost think that Curtis Axel might go to AEW, but surely not all these people can go to AEW. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some.
You know what you could have done though is you could have at least you could shorten could short Raw down to 2 hours.
Yeah, I think it would make it a lot better.
You could take 206 Live, and you could have a 2-hour show that's not NXT, either on Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, and another thing they need to do is stop having everybody wrestle every week. Like, is it gonna be that big of a difference if somebody wrestles and loses or wins by disqualification, or just comes out and cuts a good promo? Like, I don't think there's a big difference between the two.
It worked back in the 80s and the early 90s when we would wake up Saturday mornings and watch Wrestling Challenge or Sunday Morning Superstars, and you had an hour-long show, and you didn't see the same wrestlers every week.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason. I mean, you didn't see Hogan a lot. If you saw Hogan, it was probably a Saturday night main event or a pay-per-view. Like,
right.
You didn't see him on, which they didn't really have a Raw then, but you just didn't see him all the time.
The champions never wrestled during those Saturday morning shows or Sunday morning shows. They might come out and do a promo, do an interview, but like you said, yeah, but I think that Raw SmackDown should be for the younger competitors who are trying to build their way up to the top of the line. Not like mid card, but you don't need a champion fight on your show every Monday night.
And that's what I'm saying. Kind of, it's like some of these younger talent, they need to be in the ring more. we don't need to see people like Drew McIntyre or Seth Rollins, for that matter, wrestle every week. We know what they can do.
What a suplex by Drew McIntyre, man.
Speaking of, we were talking about chops the other night. Drew McIntyre has some hella chops.
Oh, man. Oh, his chop against Randy Orton a couple months ago. My God, dude.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, Daniel, I haven't said that Impact should take this opportunity and try to make another run. I'm just not a big fan of Impact. I haven't watched it in forever though, so maybe I would be if I started watching it again. But between Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and AEW, that's about all I really watch anymore. Sometimes I'll try to catch NWA on like Facebook Live or something. They'll have matches, and they're decent. They're not horrible.
I just can't find them on TV anymore.
Yeah, if I see them, it's normally on Facebook, which I haven't. I'm sure they got probably a YouTube channel. I haven't watched it, but I'm sure they do. And Johnny Garcia says D-Generation X, and then he said Randy Orton RKO. Yeah, I'm fans of both of them.
DX is a classic. I just don't like don't like them, like whenever they come back to these like reunion shows, I think we've had enough of DX. If you want to watch DX, watch the Go Retro, watch the older pay-per-views or the old Raws and SmackDowns. They don't need to bring anybody back anymore.
Yeah, the only people that I think are relevant at all in DX nowadays is Triple H first, and then Shawn Michaels. I think if Michaels wanted to dedicate himself, he could still be a really good wrestler, but I think he's just kind of over it. I know he's been at the Performance Center helping train too, so he's doing a lot of backstage stuff now, I think.
So, question, Rob. What's the deal with Triple H and Stephanie selling their shares of WWE stock?
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments.
That's all right. What is your opinion about Triple H and Stephanie sharing their shares in the stock?
Oh.
Selling their shares. Sorry, selling their shares in stock.
They sold them?
Yes. Just this past week, both Triple H and Stephanie sold $1 million of their shares in stock this week.
I don't know. Maybe it was Vince telling them to sell them. Like, I know they're going through a rough time right now, which everybody is.
I tell you what, Johnny Garcia, Rob can force me for this, but I am a huge Shawn Michaels fan. And
yeah, I wasn't hating on Shawn at all.
No, I would like to see Shawn Michaels come back as, an on-air personality. But like last year when Shawn Michaels Triple H was going against Taker and Kane, that did not need to happen.
No, I think Shawn Michaels probably even regrets it. I mean, I haven't seen or heard that he does, but I know he said when he retired, he wanted to retire. Like, he didn't want to be somebody that kept coming back, and he held off for a long time. Which, I mean, as a wrestling fan, of course you're going to be like, oh man, we ain't going to be mad at you if you come back. Come back. But I honestly, I mean, I wasn't a huge Shawn Michaels fan, but I mean, to me, he's definitely probably top 5 or 6 performers of all time. If not, I mean, he may be the greatest in a lot of people's opinion. But he's definitely up there.
It's Rollins' destiny, Rob.
Do what?
It's Rollins' destiny.
Oh. Let's see. Right now, Rollins looks like he's in charge at the moment.
Yeah, he's in complete control now.
getting on the commentator's table, booth, whatever you call it. Knee to the face. Yeah, I think even I'm addressing Daniel's comment. Even Shawn Michaels has said that he regrets a lot of the stuff he used to do, but he seems like a completely different person now. But he was so much of a talent that, Vince wasn't going to get rid of him.
No, you couldn't. No, no, that kind of talent you cannot let go to WCW. You couldn't do it.
Johnny Garcia, that's a pay per view I've never been to, but I'd love to go to. The Royal Rumble, it's one of my favorites.
I've been to basically every one of the big four. Well, I've been to WrestleMania. I've been to SummerSlam and Survivor Series, but never been to Royal Rumble.
That's probably because they've never really had a Royal Rumble close to us that I know of, unless maybe Chicago.
If they did have one in Chicago, I would go.
Yeah, I would definitely try to go. It would definitely be a thought of mine. Daniel, are you saying the Royal Rumble was close to happening, close to us?
So this match has been pretty good so far. I'm already giving it 3 stars.
Yeah, it's been pretty 50-50. They both have had their moments of being in control of the match. Right
I
now,
tell you
Drew's
what,
back in control.
McIntyre, he moves pretty fast for a big guy.
Yeah, and you don't even, he's big, but you don't even realize how tall he is until he stands up next to some of these other, Brock and everybody. You can
Yeah,
tell, dang, this dude's pretty big.
because he moves like he's uh, uh, a cruiserweight, a little bit.
I
But
mean, just for example, he just kimped up. There's not a lot of big guys you can see that do that. Oh, Sean going to WCW? Yeah, I've heard some stories where he had definitely had the offers, and I'm pretty sure he was thinking about it pretty heavily. Which I'm glad he didn't, and I'm sure now in the long run he's glad he didn't. Because after the NWO had wore off its magic had wore off, there wasn't much. Bischoff or nobody else had many more ideas, and then that's when WWE started reversing the roles and buying some of their talent. But the difference is they were buying younger talent like Jericho and Guerrero and Chris Benoit.
going back, stunning Steve Austin.
Yeah. Which
And
Austin, I remember him being managed pretty
I think
much
we
by
lost Rob for a minute.
DiBiase.
Rob, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, we lost you for a minute. And I think he's gone. All right, so I'll take over from here, Rob. So in this match right now, like I said, I've already given it 3 stars. It's a pretty good match. Decent. Rollins going to the top rope. I tell you what, Daniel. Lucas Oil Stadium should have been WrestleMania. They should have WrestleMania once that Lucas Oil Stadium was built. But right now, when it comes to WrestleMania, they want that outdoor feel. They want the nice weather, and usually, during like the first week of April in Indianapolis, the weather isn't that great to have WrestleMania outdoors. So I just don't ever see us having WrestleMania ever again. So Rob has left the broadcast. He'll be back in a minute. And Rollins got still chair. What is he doing? You're right, ref. He ain't going to use it. I tell you what, Daniel, SummerSlam with Rip Open would work. However, we've already had SummerSlam here in Indianapolis. And they don't want to do SummerSlams in a bigger arena for some reason, or bigger stadium. They already have Royal Rumbles in bigger stadiums. I don't know why SummerSlam was supposed to be their second big event in a big stadium. They haven't had a SummerSlam in a big stadium since I want to say 1992 in England, but I could be wrong on that. But I know that many years many years they had SummerSlam in Los Angeles for many years, in Brooklyn for many years, and then they had one here in Indianapolis in between. Rollins going for the Falcon Zero here. Nails it. Oh no. Rollins hurt. I bet he broke his tailbone. Yes, Daniel. Yes, SummerSlam was in Wimbledon Stadium that year, 1992. I should know. It happened right after WrestleMania 8 here in Indianapolis. And that SummerSlam was also a double main event. You had at the time the WWE champion Macho Man Randy Savage versus the Ultimate Warrior, and the show to close it off was the British Bulldog versus Bret Hart for the Intercontinental title. 1, 2, Rollins kicks out. Rollins kicks out of the double underhook DDT. And
You there?
I think.
Hello?
Rob, you there?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, my
There you
Wi-Fi
are.
went kaput for a minute.
Yeah, you mentioned to me earlier that we've had some power issues as well here in Indianapolis. We've got some high winds going out there, about 40 mile per hour high winds.
Yeah, I was talking away, and then I was like, what the crap? Yeah, I figured it would happen at least once. It's been like that yesterday and today. It hasn't happened a lot, but just here and there. Right on, Daniel.
Oh, man. Rollins is torturing McIntyre now. Oh, watch out. Oh!
Have you noticed that Drew McIntyre's trunks have the Brock Lesnar skull with the sword going through them on the back of them? Yeah, it's got like that skull that Brock has tattooed.
Oh, nice super kick by Rollins. And to stop.
But yeah,
it's got it over. 1, 2. Oh, no. So close.
Yeah, I noticed that. I think it was last week on Raw. It's got like the Brock Lesnar tattooed skull on the back of his trunks, and it's got a sword going through it.
So Daniel just mentioned that WrestleMania 8 was his first ever wrestling event, and so was mine. And Rob, was it your first ever wrestling event as well?
Oh yeah, I didn't. Uh, that was my first for sure. It was very. I mean, I think me and you have talked about it before, Steve. It could have been a lot better WrestleMania. It was still good, but
I'll tell you what, it's definitely top 10 WrestleMania, no doubt.
yeah, I know you said we were supposed to have Flair and Hogan that year,
Yep.
and they couldn't agree on the finish, I guess. So
Oh, what a headbutt! Oh man, these guys go. He nails it with the Claymore kick, and it's over. That was
there's
man.
no
I don't.
interference, nothing.
No, it was a great match though, Rob.
Yeah, it was good.
I don't want to give it 4 stars. I can easily give it 3.5 stars though.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was good. It went back and forth. It was a little disappointed that there wasn't any interference, win or lose. But it just seems like to me when you have a faction or a stable, then they need to be part of the show. Like they need to show up, whether they help you win or whatever. But yeah, it was a good match, which I figured McIntyre would win. I'm just kind of disappointed there was no title changes at all.
Rob, Johnny Garcia had an excellent question. He says, whenever we were at a Raw or a SmackDown, no, he said just Raw. What was the most legendary moments that we saw on Raw?
Oh my god!
And that's an actually good question because we've been to so many Raws to the point where I don't remember all of them.
I know one of the things that stuck out in my head the most was when we went there before WrestleMania 14 when
Yep.
Shawn Michaels and DX or Triple H had Stone Cold tied up in the ropes and was shoving the belt in his face, telling him he'd never get the belt.
Yep, that was February '98. Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana. We saw Mick Foley and what's his name? The
Chainsaw Charlie.
Chainsaw Charlie. What's his real name though?
Terry Funk.
Terry Funk ended up in a dumpster, and the New Age Outlaws rolled him off the stage. That was freaking brilliant. This is crazy.
Yeah, they shook hands. That's a little weird.
That is strange. But hello, True Heart. How you doing? But my favorite moment of Raw that I went to was the night that Stone Cold Steve Austin won the title against Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I think another one of my favorite moments was when the Shield broke up. Whenever Rollins turned on him, joined up with Triple H. That was
That's right. I wasn't there.
That was pretty awesome. Because I was there with your brother, and we both seen it coming. Like we were both like, something's up, and then you just seen Seth with the chair. We were like, oh shit.
I mean, because there's always a plan B, Rob.
Oh yeah. Daniel said for him it was the Shield reunion, which the Shield, pretty sure they were born and died in Indianapolis. I'm pretty sure.
And then reborn again because they came back again here in Indy.
So that's always awesome to see. But there's so many. I mean, there's probably so many cool moments that I don't remember. But back in the day when, before we had kids and everything, we would go to Raw or SmackDown or whatever pretty much every time they came to town. So
yeah, during that time, during the Attitude Era, I actually went to more WCW wrestling than because they basically had WCW here like every 2 months. And then they would have SmackDown. Oh, not but no, not SmackDown, but WCW Thunder, and they would do 2 shows in one night here at Indy. But
Yeah, I never went to a WCW event. I just never really wanted to, I guess. But yeah, I mean, the one that I think you guys went to go see Sin, didn't you?
yeah,
Where
unfortunately,
Sid's leg broke.
yeah, unfortunately.
God, that looked awful.
Well, here's the deal, though. We didn't even see it break when we were there. We didn't even know till the next night on Monday Nitro that he broke his leg.
God, it looked horrible.
Oh yeah, that was really bad. But that was the worst pay-per-view probably in the history of wrestling, and I was a part of that.
Yeah, I've heard some people say it wasn't very good. I've never I've never even watched it, honestly. Like, even on the network or anything, I've just never watched it. Which is probably because I've heard a lot of people say it wasn't very good.
It wasn't very good. I'm telling you right now. I've actually watched it. You know, why did I do that? I had no clue, but I've actually watched it. And it's like I try to see it through a new pair of eyes, but no, I couldn't do it, man.
Well, I must have missed some comments. There's Hi True Heart. Um, Daniel said he needs to get a mic and do some spots with us. That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
I'm sure we could work something out. The more the merrier, really.
Yeah. Too bad Rocky Balboa ain't coming on the show today.
Yeah, we had some fun with Rocky the other night. He was
Yeah. If y'all get a chance, go back to our show last Friday night. Um, it went longer than we expected. Uh, but probably the last half an hour of that show was probably our best moments of the show with when we had Rocky Balboa on the show. Not the real Rocky Balboa, but if you just listen, you would understand.
it was pretty awesome.
But yeah, see, I don't know how much of those we can do, man, because Rocky's gonna get kicked off, sooner or later.
Yeah, he's a he's a bit of a wrestling fan, but he only remembers Thunderlips for some reason. So
Thunderlips and Apollo Creed, and like he's kind of senile right now.
yeah, it must have been all those punches to the head he got from Clubber Lang and the Russian guy and all that.
All right, folks, it's the main event.
It's the dual Money in the Bank matches happening at the same time,
Which I don't like, but we'll see. Can they?
Man, if somebody wrecks into the Andre statue, I'm gonna be mad.
Oh man, that's gotta be encased in glass, man.
Lacey Evans is the first to be introduced.
So how do you?
There's Nia Jax.
They're actually doing entrances on the ground level.
It looks like I think they have to start on the ground level and they work their way up. I think this looks like the second floor.
The phenomenal
floor was the AJ Styles.
The phenomenal one.
There's Otis.
Oh yeah.
I swear, if there was any wrestler that looked like me, it'd be Otis. Otis is Carmella, who I'm not a big fan of, but
I tell you what, I kind of agree with Daniel here that they brought AJ Styles back way too quick. But
Yeah.
I'm thinking the reason why is that he probably could win this damn thing. Carmella, 2-time Miss Money in the Bank.
There's
Miss
Shayna Baszler.
Miss Badass.
She is definitely a badass. But see, it makes so much sense for her to win it, but I think it makes too much sense. I just don't. I don't think she'll
Yeah,
win it. That's why I think
I don't
Lacey Evans
think
will win.
she was because she just got a title shot at WrestleMania. So I don't think they would just. I'm not going to just give her the Money in the Bank because she should just get it anyway.
It's my boy Aleister Black.
The husband of Zelina Vega. And there he is. Our prediction of the night. King Corbin or King Money in the Bank.
Speaking of Aleister Black and Zelina Vega, they have a YouTube show too, and it's pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's called From A to Z. It's pretty good. You guys should check it out.
And there's a Miss I ain't gonna win this match.
I would be totally shocked if Dana Brooke wins.
You know, Batista's new girlfriend.
Whose?
Batista.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, I agree, Daniel. I think that sucks that they released Gallows and Anderson.
Yeah, I'm sure he definitely.
And there's someone who's actually shorter than I am. Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio. Here comes Daniel Bryan.
So you know about Daniel Bryan, right?
What about him?
He's I believe after Money in the Bank here, he is no longer going full-time wrestling.
Oh my God, Asuka's up
She's
on the
freaking
freaking balcony.
She's nuts, man. Yeah, so Daniel Bryan is kind of leaving for a while, and he's basically going to be a part-timer.
Dang. I'm sure his wife has something to do with that too. Which, I mean, I'm just glad he's back. I like Daniel Bryan.
So
crazy.
I'm guessing you ain't gonna see many bumps here. Not till they get in the ring.
And it looks like Asuka's trying to go straight up already.
Yep. Now, do they have to touch every floor on the way up, or can she go straight to the top?
I don't know. Surely they can only go one floor at a time. They're taking the stairs.
Yeah, take the stairs. Take the stairs, ladies. There's another. There's got to be another elevator.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty. Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black fighting in the weight room.
So this weight room right here is very, very, it's very historic. Because back in the 80s, you used to see a lot of promos of Hulk Hogan working out in this gym right here. Especially when he's trying, like, oh damn, that's gonna be a lot of money.
Yeah, that's coming out of your check.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I think he's the one on the men's side that I'd be shocked if he won.
So
not saying that neither of them deserve to win. I'm just saying I'd be shocked if they won.
I want to apologize to the viewers right now because I'm not going to be here and I'm not going to explain everything that happens in every match. So so if you get lost, I do apologize. But I'm liking this match, man, so far.
Yeah, so far it's pretty good. I thought they were all going to start on the same level, but apparently they're not. Oh God!
Oh, is Otis going to smash AJ?
He didn't smash him, but he didn't.
Oh,
He's definitely stuck for the time being.
Oh boy.
Why would you ask Rey Mysterio for help? He can't help you right now.
You think Ray can
Why would
get
he?
anything? So is he
Daniel,
out of the match now? Is he
you said they're
done?
moving the headquarters.
Where's Daniel? Where's Daniel going? This reminds me of Benny Hill.
Oh my God, it's Brother Love.
What? Oh my God! It's Brother Love. I love you.
Oh man, I wonder what other surprises they have in store.
Oh, good Lord. That's me in a white suit right there.
I'm
So
surprised he's
I
on here.
don't know about you, but I can hear the Benny Hill music playing in my mind right now.
Something like that. A kick to the face on the Otis by Aleister Black. Yeah, I don't want to do all the play-by-play. I would assume majority of the people that are listening probably have the network, but if not, I mean, at least you'll know who wins the matches.
Yeah. I mean, we're not doing commentary here. We're just doing reactions and result matches here. So, we'll try to keep you up to date on where we're at in the match here. Right now, it's Mysterio by himself running, and there's Shayna running up the stairs, getting tackled by Carmella. Oh, what a kick to the face, man! Lacey Evans.
I think the women are waiting for Asuka to get off the elevator.
So, is this second floor now? Oh, damn, they're fighting in the elevator. Oh.
Well, that's
shit.
pretty cool.
Uh-oh. There's Asuka hiding in the elevator. Oh, there's actually ropes.
She gone. That's a pretty cool little room. I'm guessing that's like a lobby for the elevators or something.
It's not bad a little room there, yeah.
Oh, King Corbin's tied up in the ropes.
This is crazy, Rob.
Kicks.
This is freaking crazy.
Otis is cheering Daniel Bryan. Oh, and Otis just got kicked.
They got King Corbin tied up in the ropes. That's classic right there. They're actually using this as a real ring. That's brilliant. Come on, Corbin, get up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What the heck is going on?
That ain't him. He's dead.
What the hell's going on out here?
Okay, I'm already calling this a 4-star match, man, because this is freaking brilliant. Bam! Oh, no. Oh! Cat fight.
Daniel said he heard someone's going over the side of the building tonight.
Yeah, that was the one thing that I got released out, as a spoiler, that someone actually went off the building.
I'd like to see it. If I had to guess, it'll probably be like maybe a Mysterio or something.
Whoa, there's money in that bank. There's money in there. Wait a minute. There's cash in there. Wait a minute. So does she think she's won money in the bank?
Yeah, that's I mean, everybody knows it's supposed to be on the roof.
Yeah. Sorry, Dana. It's not your time.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Wait a minute. Uh-oh, watch out. Oh, that was cardboard.
Oh, the woman's right.
Damn, right in the throat. Yeah, Johnny Garcia said, "Money in the suitcase."
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I wouldn't be mad. That looked like a lot of money.
Oh,
Definitely
there's
hang on
Roman
to it.
Reigns. Well, there's a picture of him. This is crazy, Rob. This, I mean, already a 4-star book already,
Ooh,
Rob.
he's getting AJ Styles getting chills now. I bet.
Yeah, because he's dead.
He's getting chills. He don't even want to walk by the poster, by the picture.
This is kind of funny though, because if AJ was strong enough to survive that match, why is he scared? Uh-oh.
Oh man, he's then walked into the 7 flashbacks, PTSD.
Oh man. It's the American Badass.
Yeah, he's not going in there.
Nope.
Now he is.
Oh boy. What? No, he's not. Oof. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Yep. And that's the end of AJ Styles.
Oh my god.
All right. Where's Brock Lesnar at?
Yeah, he better not freaking show up again. I'll give this whole pay-per-view a freaking 2. Brooke. Brooke is running around with the picture on her head. What is going on? Yeah, I agree, Daniel. It's brilliant. Oh, food fight.
Oh.
Food fight.
I think, is it Heyman still working behind the scenes?
Yeah, I think he's running one of the shows, I think.
I think
Either
he's still
SmackDown
running
or
in that
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah, I think it is Raw because he's a big fan of Aleister Black's.
What is Baszler doing with Rey Mysterio? I mean, oh, poor Rey. I don't know why, but every time I see Otis, I want to go, oh yeah.
Paul Heyman doesn't look very happy.
So I like how they got the women and the men's here together. Sharing the same screen.
Oh God.
Yeah, she did it, Nia. Uh-oh. Ooh.
And oh.
Fabulous. No. Oh.
She gone.
Yep, she's out of the match. And why are you just looking at her for?
Oh God. Otis is my spirit animal. He really is. Does Pritchard run SmackDown? It must be.
I think he does now because Bischoff's gone. He's been gone for a while.
Bischoff, but he must have left. What happened, I wonder? I know him and Vince don't get along, so maybe that was it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, in the world. Throw it in his face. Yes.
Well, Rob, you're gonna have to carry on here a minute because my screen just froze.
Oh, well, right now Asuka's running through a floor that this guy just mopped. She's screaming, I'm sure in Japanese. I can't hear it, but.
Up there we go.
You better run.
Back to
Here comes
action.
the rest of them.
All right.
None of them catch up to Asuka.
I bet you he's. I bet you he's. Oh.
Dana Brooke just took a fall.
Yep. That's the first bump of the night.
It reminds me of when Eric fell outside of the Steak and Shake. I told him to stay on the ground.
He should have sued that company. I swear to God, he should have.
We would have had a lawsuit.
Oh, God.
Choke slam.
You know,
Shayna
just
Baszler to the wall.
Nia Jax is just not fair. I mean,
pretty sure she's related to The Rock and them too.
Yep.
That
The
family's
Rock
huge.
and the Usos. And they're
Roman
going
Reigns.
blue stairs.
Daniel Bryan and Aleister Black fighting on stairs.
Oof.
Oh, God.
He's back. I tell you what, though, they did a real good job scripting this match here, you know. Oof. Is that Vince? Oh, it's Triple H's office. Is that Vince's office?
Oh, no. It looks like some kind of...
Nope. That's Vince's office. Because there he is right there. Shut up!
What the hell are you guys doing in here?
Stop it! Out!
God.
Damn kids.
Oh, using hand sanitizer now. Is he writing a damn letter? What the hell? He doesn't have a laptop or nothing.
Bam! The phenomenal one throwing haymakers. Bam! So is Daniel Bryan. There he is. There's the king. There's the king. Yes, I'm biased here. I'm a King Corbin fan.
I love his finisher.
Oh, the end of days.
Yeah, there's not much else about him I like, but I do like his finisher. But I mean, he's a good wrestler. He has been good since NXT. I was actually surprised they called him up when they did. I thought they would wait a little longer, but
so Daniel here is trying to be a smart ass. He's 30 seconds ahead of us. I'm like, yeah.
None of these streams are ever going to be on the same time.
But Rob, you probably know why I'm a Baron Corbin fan, right?
Didn't he used to play for the Colts?
That's right. He used to play for the Indianapolis Colts. Now
are they getting to the top floor now?
Huh?
Are they getting to the top floor now?
I think so. Yep, here we go.
Nia Jax with Asuka, I believe. Somebody finally caught up to her. How did Nia Jax catch up to her before anybody else? I guess because
no.
she killed everybody else.
Here comes Lacey Evans. Bam! What a clothesline. Oof. Those Samoan heads are very strong, man. Was that a botch?
I don't know. It definitely looked funny.
I mean, if you're pre-taped, why are you going to show a botch?
Maybe it wasn't. Surely they wouldn't show it if it was. See, Nia Jax throws the ladder in the ring.
Yep, she'll be the first one going up. But we'll see what happens here.
Which is a guarantee that she's not going to reach it. Pretty much. Not yet, anyways. And there goes Asuka.
Here comes, or Rocky said it yesterday, Asuka. Oh, God. Oh, the woman's right.
Lacey Evans climbing the ladder. Here comes Asuka again. Goodness gracious.
Oh. So where's the men at?
Daniel said Nia's a walking botch machine. Kinda.
Oh, yes. You know, he ain't lying there because she's been known to hurt people. Oh, that had to hurt,
Caught
though.
the ladder in the top of the freaking cranium.
Oh. I mean, could Asuka win? That's a
I
possibility,
wouldn't be
you know?
mad at Asuka winning.
I wouldn't either.
I'd like to see. I just think it fits Lacey Evans more.
God. But I tell you what, I really like Lacey Evans, and she's one of my favorites right now.
Yeah, I like her a lot. She was in the women's classic, the Mae Young Classic. I think that's the first time I seen her was in the Mae Young Classic.
You know, I never saw that.
It was pretty decent.
I didn't see it all the way through, but I mean, I saw Dakota Kai in one of the matches there, and I knew from the beginning she would be a top star.
Yeah, she's doing decent in NXT now. Lacey Evans did all right in NXT, but I think she was definitely ready to move up when they moved her up. Well, Asuka's got a chance, and she fell. I thought she had a chance.
You know, if you think about it, you know, these women they work really hard, man. I mean,
yeah,
they're out there, and here comes the king. Are they going to duke it out?
Why would you stop each other?
That's the whole point, ain't it?
I mean, you're going after separate suitcases.
Well, what if Asuka wants both of them? Wait a minute. Is she getting the women's? Asuka wins the women's.
The women's Money in the Bank.
I'm not surprised here, but then again, I am. But I'm not mad.
No, I mean Asuka's she's good. I mean, I think I would have rather seen Lacey Evans win it, but I'm not mad about Asuka winning it.
Well, the men's is still going on, so boom! What a smack! Smack the piss out of King Corbin.
Asuka is now the women's Money in the Bank. Now I wonder if she would want to cash it in NXT on Charlotte.
I'm not but
I mean, does it have to be Raw or SmackDown since they're the only two shows that compete it?
no, because oh boy, here we go again. Otis can't climb the ladder. He's too big. But going back to what you said, Rob, tomorrow night on Raw, I think both Becky Lynch and Bayley is going to be on Raw tomorrow night.
I wonder who she'll pick, though. I have a feeling it'll be Becky Lynch, but I don't know.
Nope, the Caterpillar.
No. It's the Caterpillar.
Oh, yeah. Oof. Oh, there's Alistair. Oh, the Black Mass.
Black Mass.
Taking out Otis.
Rey Mysterio off the top. Mysterio and Alistair Black fighting over the ladder. They decided to just climb it.
It's a race.
Oh, here comes AJ Styles.
Phenomenal one. AJ Styles.
Oh. Mysterio and Aleister Black both get clotheslined by the top rope.
And they might be out of the match. Oh, Ray might be here, though.
Oh,
and there goes off the building.
My prediction was right.
And Mysterio's dead.
Mysterio is dead. I swear to God, he's dead.
Oh, wait a minute. Is Black going off the roof, too?
Oh,
he's
my
dead,
God.
too. Black's dead, too. So tomorrow night on Raw.
What in the world's going on?
2 funerals tomorrow night on Raw.
AJ Styles is climbing the ladder.
Here comes Daniel Bryan. Otis is still in there. So far, we've had 2 fatalities in this match.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because now Rey Mysterio and Aleister Black are both dead. They got thrown off the building. Pele kick. Oof. We see the phenomenal forearm here. Oh, he nails it on Otis.
That's what I'm saying, Daniel. Where's JR when you need him? AJ Styles is attempting to climb the ladder again.
Followed by King Corbin.
King Corbin's climbing the other side of the ladder.
I wouldn't be upset if any of these guys win. Boom. So, I don't think Daniel Bryan's going to win. Wait a minute.
AJ Styles has his hand on the briefcase, has his hand on the latch, and they both have it. Briefcase is off the latch now. Oh, God.
Elias out of nowhere. Otis wins.
Oh, my God. Otis
is money in the bank. Holy shit. Oh, there goes AJ. Dead now.
AJ Styles
oh, my God. Otis wins Money in the Bank.
Otis is your 2020 Men's Money in the Bank winner.
And Shocking. Otis is going to be a future champion.
Definitely has the fan support. Like, there's a lot of people that like Otis.
Oh, man. And my phone is going off the hook right now.
Everybody's like, what the?
Oh,
Otis. The guy I
yeah.
thought had the least amount of opportunity to win it won it.
So Otis winning this match, the shock factor has made me give this match a 4.5 star match.
Yeah,
I might be pushing it, but if it was anyone else, probably 4 star because the shock factor of Otis winning this match, 4.5 stars.
yeah, I would definitely give it 4.5. Oh, like you said, only because the the shock factor of Otis winning it when nobody in their right mind would think that. But I mean, not saying he didn't deserve it, but just out of all those people, he's had to be the one with the least opportunity to win, the least chance to win. Now it's
So,
time for the last ride to
right.
start.
So I thought all in all it was a decent pay-per-view. Um that Money in the Bank match was clearly the match of the night.
Yeah,
Um so we've had Otis who's on SmackDown wins the men's Money in the Bank match. Asuka, I think she's on Raw, I want to say.
yeah, she's on roll.
She's on Raw, wins the women's Money in the Bank match. But all in all, the pay per view, all in all, I give it maybe 3 stars altogether.
I'll give it 3.5, mainly because of the last match, but it probably would have got 4, maybe even 4.5 if there was 1 or 2 title changes. But with 0 title changes, I would say 3.5 is a good number
All right.
because you had the one stupid match that shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. This would have been. I mean, they could have at least had a 24/7 title change here, but
Yeah,
you get Lashley and R-Truth, which didn't make no sense. Um, even the match during the kickoff didn't make no sense at all.
yeah, but I would say a 3.5 out of 5 is fair. It's, the last match really carried it.
All right. So, Rob, I think we'll end it off here.
All right.
Thank you everyone who listened to the show. Really appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you.
So our next show is going to be Friday night, April 15th at 10 p.m. We will do a rundown of AEW NXT, and we will make sure that it's not an hour long like it was last week.
We're gonna try to make it a little more brief than it was this past
And
Friday.
we'll do a little rundown of the aftermath of Money in the Bank on Raw and SmackDown. We will do our review of In Your House, Beware of Dog, the 8th installment of the In Your House series, and much more to come.
Yeah, and Daniel, if you're still listening, get with us, and we'll try to find a date where you can come chime in too.
And anybody else, if you want to chime in too, you know what? We got 12 people watching right now. This would be a great opportunity to get a Q&A here going on. So, I mean, Rob, if you got some time, I say we give it 5-10 minutes.
Yeah,
Give
I'm up
people
for it.
give people here some time to answer ask any questions. Um, we're down to 7 now, so I'm still. If anybody have any questions, uh, we'll go another 10 minutes for questions.
Any questions, past, present, future?
Um,
Any questions anybody wants to ask?
for our show next Friday, we're still working on top 5. Not sure what's going to be yet. But we definitely are not going to go almost 2 hours next Friday night.
Yeah, we're gonna try to shorten it. We got plenty of ideas for a top 5. We just don't know which ones to choose yet. And if anybody has any ideas for a top 5, that's another thing you could comment if you would like to. A top 5 that you would like to see.
So just to let everybody know that tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, we know one thing is for sure, and that is Randy Orton will be going one-on-one against Edge, which
WrestleMania rematch.
could have happened here on the Money in the Bank. I don't know why it didn't. But we'll get a good match on Raw tomorrow night.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then, of course, you'll have the fallout from Money in the Bank. Maybe we'll find out a little more about the handshake between Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins.
Is Drew going to join the clan?
No way.
No.
No way.
They shook hands, though.
Yeah, I think that was just a sportsmanship thing, but I don't see that happening. Yeah, I really don't see it happening.
So I do love the idea that it's the pay-per-view is over and it's only 9:30. I love that idea.
Yeah, it didn't last near as long as I thought it would.
Well, it's 8:30 where you're at, Rob, right?
Yeah.
So because you're hour behind us.
Yeah, I'm on Central Time.
But as of right now, we have 8 viewers right now. If any of you guys have any questions, go ahead and let us know before we go off the air. I'm gonna go for another 5 minutes, and Rob, I don't know if you kept your eye on that view counter, but I did, and at the highest, Rob, I saw that we had 59 viewers today.
Well, that's awesome. I don't really see a view counter on my end. I just see the comments, and
Okay.
that's pretty much it. But I'm glad people are watching. I mean, whether you liked it or not, at least you gave it a chance. And
Yeah,
like I said, we're not really doing this for a living. We both have jobs, but it's just something we're wrestling fans, and we like to talk about wrestling to each other and everybody else. So
I'm a full-time employee at Allstate, so I'm not doing this to make any money. I'm just doing it as a hobby. Meet some new people, new fans, new friends who are wrestling fans. But Rob and I have been wanting to do this for a while. And
one other thing I didn't want to forget to mention for the stream ends is we're not going to do a live reaction show to every pay-per-view.
That's true, we're not.
It's just going to be the major from this point forward. It's going to be like SummerSlam, Survivor Series, WrestleMania, stuff like that.
However, we will be doing a post show after every pay-per-view, though.
Yeah. You definitely want to tune in for that, especially if the pay-per-view ends at a good time like it did this time. But as far as the live reaction shows, it's just going to be the major what we consider or grew up with as the major pay-per-views before they start having pay-per-views every month.
And the reason why we're doing this today is because I consider Money in the Bank a big 5.
Yeah, it's definitely a big deal because you're possibly seeing future champions, get their opportunity. You get to see it happen. The beginning of, maybe their run.
All right, so no one have any questions
like
right
anybody's
now?
Going to have any questions.
So I think we'll just go ahead and cut it here. On a good note. I think today was a very good podcast. Today we did Rob. I think you did excellent.
You too, brother. I think it was good. We'll get more used to it as we go, and people.
And I think we ought to get more people involved, as in being on the show. On this stream, we can only allow 6 people at one time talking. So if anybody up to get a shout out, give us a little ring a dingy. We'll give you the link to get on, and we'll put you on the show for a few minutes and get your take on it. So But Rob, I say we call it a night here.
All right, man. Thanks. Like I said, thanks again to everybody that tuned in, and hope you enjoyed yourself. And you tune in Friday.
Yes, and thank you everyone for listening to us. Just don't forget that next Friday we'll be doing our second episode of the Fabulous Ray Brothers podcast.
And to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day, everybody. And thank you for joining the show. Have a good night, y'all.
You guys have a good night.